Previously in Rant Time. Dun dun dun. I mean, shit, people are gonna have to die. You have to realize that right the fuck now. People are going to have to die. Commercial with that really fat dude, that white dude, and he's just like, and they doing that like whole eyes of an angel bullshit or something like that. Like the same shit that they use for like the dog commercials. Like same fucking song. And they're doing that for like little African kids in Africa and shit. And they're all just looking sad, and then all of a sudden this fat ass fucking white dude just comes out like he just got done eating a whole bucket of KFC chicken and then threw him the bones. Like what? What the? Parents out there that want to give your kids ADHD medicine. It's called insomnia. And it is not shit to fuck with. Don't try everything once. You don't live. Maybe when I'm 88, I'm going to be like, I'm going to give my son like $80 and tell that nigga go get me a crack rock. Fuck. If I'm about to die, shit, I'm going out high as a motherfucker. Fuck it. Don't care. If I'm going to die, hell yeah. I'm going to do everything. I'll be like, man, go get the prostitutes over everything. My hotel room's going to be bumping 24/7. Fuck it. Unrated, unedited, uncensored, episode 3. Yo, what is up, people? Smithers are here today to give you... No, it's not fucking review. No. It's not a review. It's something that I thought I would just, like, shed the light on. Because it took me a while to, like, figure out, like, last night I was sifting through a couple comments I got on some videos. And from the latest episode of Brothers Conflict, there was this comment and it said all the ages of the brothers. And when I read it, oh, by the way, I'm using like a different fucking like shaded light, that way it doesn't like interfere with my eyes as much. That way maybe you can actually see some eye movement and some crazy ass like expressions and shit. Like, fuck. Anyway, and immediately after I read it, everything just started to like click and just grind and turn into place, and I like got exactly why I like Yusuke more than all the other guys. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to get a little bit, it's going to go all types of places. It's going to go a little bit in psychology and a little bit into law and all types of shit. But and a little bit even into my own past. Because, I mean, it was weird how I didn't notice it before, but then all of a sudden, after I read the ages, everything just came into place. Okay. First of all, I do not know the age of Emma. No, I don't. But I'm going to assume, because she's in the same class as Yusuke and he is 16, I'm going to assume that she is at least 17. I'm going to assume 17. She could be 18, but I'm going to assume 17. Why 17? Because fuck it, it's a good assumption. Let's just put it like that. It's a good assumption. Now, I'm going to throw a shout out to Yukato Hashina, who sent me this. She commented on the video, and I'm going to read it out. It's basically just ages. There's Masaomi, he's 31. There's Yuko, he's 28. There's Kaname, 26. Then there's Tubaki, Azua, and that other twin dude. They're all 24. You know, the dude who fucking... Then there's Lewis, 21. Then there's Subaru, who's 20. Inari, who's 18. Yusuke, who's 16. Futo, who's 15. And Wataru, who's 10. Let's just start with something I learned through my little investigation, because immediately when I saw this, I went on a little investigation this morning when I was thinking about how I was going to plan out this video and shit. And this is what I learned, because I decided, why the fuck not? Let's go check out the age of consent. And oh my god, Japan, what the fuck it? Let's just I'm gonna read this out. Because I wanted to actually just check out the age of consent for Japan, because, Emma and all that shit. Because some countries are like 18, some are 16, some are like 21. It's weird. You can't be married unless you're an You can't have sex unless you're married. It's against the law. Damn. Let's just read this out. The national age of consent in Japan is 13, as specific. Fuck that word. As specified by the Japanese Penal Code Articles 176 and 177. However, prefectures can have a ordinance that prohibits sexual activity with any minor under 18. And so I got my answer right. No. This is definitely off topic a little bit. But what? Right under it, it shows exactly what these articles are. What? Okay. Indecency through compulsion. Article 176, Penal Code. A person who, through violence or intimidation, commits an indecent act upon a male or female person of not less than 13 years of age shall be punished with imprisonment at forced labor for not less than 6 months, no more than 7 years. The same shall apply to any person who commits an indecent act upon a female or male person under 13 years of age. What? So basically, if you molest the shit out of somebody, most you're gonna get is 7 years. What? Japan prisons, I guess, could be considered a worse thing than American prisons. Yeah, but I mean, still. But no. This is the one that got me right here. Get ready for this. Rape. Article 177 Penal Code. A person, through violence or intimidation, has sexual intercourse with a female person of not less than 13 years age of less than 13 years of age, commits the crime of rape and shall be punished with imprisonment at forced labor for a limited term of not less than 2 years. The same shall apply for a person who has sexual intercourse with a female person under 13. What? Hold on. What I don't like is they say the word limited in there. What limited means is that you can't get life in prison in Japan for raping people. That's what limited technically means. I'm sure that somebody's probably got, that's because they probably murdered the bitches too. Not to be like that, because I really fucking hate rape. Rape's the worst shit ever. Like, literally. But when it says limited term of not less than 2 years, what? Rape's one of those things that it should be life in prison or death. I mean, it's really a horrible thing, and there's like no excuse. And nigga was horny. There's no excuse. Like, literally. And the same if she's a minor. What? If she's under 13, what? But no. Then this investigation got even deeper. Oh my god, did this shit get deeper? What? Oh my god. What? Okay. I decided to actually check out, like, how long prison sentence can be for rape. I know why the fuck, but I did it anyway, because I wanted to actually see what Japan's actually doing about this shit. And then I read this. Japan sentences 2 U.S. sailors to prison for rape on Okinawa. What? But that wasn't, like, I'm like, oh, okay, that's good shit. Get those niggas in jail. Okay, get ready for this. The court of Naya, the capital of Okinawa, sentenced one sailor, Christopher Browning, 24, to 10 years in prison. The other, Skylar Walker, fuck his first, like the first part, like Dozier Walker or some shit, 23, a petty officer, 3rd class, to 9 years. Wait. The court also convicted Mr. Browning of robbing the victim of 7,000 yen, which is like $75. The two will serve the time in Japanese prison. What? They both raped a woman and then robbed the bitch, and they only get like 9 to 10 years. in prison, and not only that, but they were in the fucking military. What? What? No, 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 no. That's when you put niggas in front of the firing squad right there. But fuck it, fuck it. That was the weird part of this fucking shit that I'm gonna get into. Like, what the fuck? Okay. So that's like the research I did. Now, I finally figured out. Hold on. Okay, 9 minutes. Now let's get into the actual reason why I made this video. Okay. Yusuke is 16. Emma is 17. That's why I like it. Simple, but yet it isn't simple at all. Why? Well, let me just throw this out there. The dude's 24 and he's making out with a 17-year-old girl. What? Dude, literally, what the fuck? No. I don't like that shit. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't like that shit. Why? Because I've seen this before. This is when some past shit comes into play. Me personally, I went to like a public high school for 2 years, and then I went to an alternative high school for 2 more. Why? Because it was a lot funner and a lot easier. Like literally, it was the easiest shit. It was the easiest shit I ever did. And it was a lot funner and more one-on-one time with the teachers, and teachers actually became friends with and shit. Like, it was good. It was good. Let's put it like that. Now, in this school, because it's an alternative school, you know, alternative meaning not exactly high school for fuck it. They're pregnant chicks there and all that type of stuff. You know, kids who were in juvie would also go there. It's not like they caused any problems. No, it was a fun ass place to go. But this is when I started making the connection, because like literally every day I would have to hear about some girl. Oh my God, my boyfriend cheated on me. It's like, girl, you are 15, 9th grade. He is 21, and he works at McDonald's. What the fuck is your problem? No. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. Stay with your own range, age. I mean, not saying that age is like, it's weird, because with teenage girls, you know, and shit like that, what the fuck? I mean, girls, I get it. Psychologically, they like older men because they're more mature than younger men. Yes, I know that. I realize that. And it's not true for every girl, but some it is. But at the same fucking time, it's fuck it. I'm gonna bring up some scientific shit now. First part was like legal, and then there was like a little story time, and then I was about to get with some scientific shit. Okay, of course we all know what Darwinism is. It's of course the act of survival of the fittest. The strong survive, the weak die. That unfortunately has not really taken place in the human race in hundreds of years. Why? Medicine, you know, all this shit. You used to die like literally at 30 and shit. Now you die like you're lucky 60. Like literally, if you're lucky, if you really want to die, like you're smoking and drinking and all that shit, you'll die at 60. Where it used to be like 30 or 40. You can even go to like 80. You could be like on heroin and shit. It's like, what? But let's get more into the scientific Darwinism. We haven't experienced that in a while. And there is like, it's like the reverse. It's not necessarily the reverse thing, but of course we all know with Darwinism, the strong are the ones that survive, and then they mate and they make a better species as a whole. They have the good traits that keep going. Well, unfortunately, that's not the case anymore. See, with longer life and with genetics and all that shit. And it's this one very interesting, I cannot remember the name of the theory, but it's actually makes the most sense out of any theory like I've heard in a long time, and I learned it in 12th grade, like nearly when I was graduating. Science. Oh my god. It's this theory which basically says that women are attracted like on a psychological, like uncontrollable, like it's their hormones and it's their natural like development and shit. It's like basically their, what would be the fucking word? It would be, yeah, their fucking hormones and shit. They're physically attracted, even without realizing it, to men who have lower genetics than others. Why? I don't fucking know. It's just there, and it makes a lot of sense, especially when you're tying in all the shit I've seen at my fucking school, and I only went there for 2 years. Oh my god. Like, literally, these dudes would come in to pick up their girlfriends, and they'd be on a fucking bike. Like, get on the back, bitch, we're about to peg out this bitch. What? They weren't the good older guys. They were, you know, the loser, no life motherfuckers. And apparently these girls madly fall in love with these dudes. No. Come on, man. Just gotta see the light. You just can't be like, I'ma change him. No, you ain't gonna change shit. The nigga gonna keep doing what he doing. And you just gonna get played in the end. You're gonna end up loving a motherfucker who don't give a fuck. And he could feel the same exact way. But at the same time, he ain't gonna change his ways. Because if he does, then he isn't really the same person. There's always somebody out there who's exactly what you fucking want. Trust me. There are billions of motherfuckers out there. Trust me. There's one person that is exactly what you want that isn't this nigga. Trust me. Trust me. Just saying. I'm more with that thing. That's why. It's that whole age. It's really complicated, yet it isn't. I mean, I would much rather see a 17-year-old girl and a 16-year-old boy who were classmates go out than a 17-year-old girl and her, like, brother who she just met when they was like, hey, I'm your new sister. And the dude immediately is like, you're so beautiful, I wanna fuck you. No, that's... And then, not only that, but he's like 24. Nigga, you're 24. She's 17. Get the fuck out of here. I mean, yes, I know love, age, and all that shit don't really matter with age. Love can bloom anywhere. Yes, I get that. At the same time, though, what the fuck? It's like, bro, she's not only like your sister, but you just knew her. You just like fucking met her, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna tap that. And it's like, no, bro, no. That's why I don't like that dude. When he kissed her, I don't like that shit. He's 24. Go fucking hang out with some older women. Shit. Go hang out with 24-year-old women. Shit, there are millions of them. Like, what the fuck? Why you gotta pick a 17-year-old woman? Like, I can understand why guys like younger girls. Oh my god. Yes, I know why. I know why. I know why. That's why after 10th grade, when I was going into 11th grade, I said, fuck my school, fuck these hoes, I'm waiting till college. That's why. 'Cause I get why older guys like younger women. Yes, I do. Because they're sluts. No, I'm not saying that if you're young, you're a slut. No. I'm just saying. Just saying. Just saying, dude. My schools. You could not go 3 weeks without getting your... Like, literally. Like, what the... Like, but you could just walk... Like, literally... I'm not even gonna fucking talk about that shit. I just remember, though, the year I left, right? Next year, it was 11th grade. And, this report came out from my old school. And because of the blood drive. And like 20 people gave blood, right? It's like 20 high school seniors. And 11 of the 20 had AIDS. I'm like, what the? Like, what? it's like over 50% or something. Damn. And these are the good kids that are giving blood. They aren't even the bad ones that are. Damn. Damn. But yeah, I know why guys like younger women. Yes. At the same time, I don't want that shit. I don't give a fuck about age. No, that's just me though personally. Other guys, if you're a fucking lowlife, that's what you do. You go after younger women. That's what I got from it. If you're a horrible ass dude who can't even, start an intelligent conversation with somebody your own age that's of the opposite sex, then you go after young women because they're vulnerable and all that other shit. And that's why I personally do think that Yusuke is the only dude I like. Because everybody else, they're really older than her. And it just gives me that constant reminder of old ass motherfuckers. Like, what the fuck you doing in high school, bro? You look like a pedophile when you rolled up in your van, bro. What you doing here? I don't know if I should let this girl go with you. I mean, you look like you a shifty ass motherfucker. Nigga, why you wearing a jumpsuit? Damn, did you just break out of jail? Like, wait, shit I've seen. Oh my god, shit I've seen. No, I don't like that. It's because every time I see one of these older guys hitting on her, it immediately gives me that reminder of older motherfuckers fucking with younger girls to try and take advantage. And I don't like that shit. Personally, I got tired of younger girls. Like nothing like I'm old. Like, get over here, grandma. Like no, none of that shit. No, fuck that. I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna wait till college. Why? Because these girls obviously are crazy if they're gonna go out with like 18 and like 25-year-olds and shit. Like, he isn't more mature. Trust me, he isn't. Because if he's into you, he's definitely the lowest class of 25. Like, trust me. If you're a teenage girl and you're watching this and you got an older boyfriend, try to understand what I'm saying. Just try. Just try. If you don't agree with me, you don't fucking agree with me. But from what I've seen, and considering that I'm a guy, and trust me, I know a lot more about how guys think than you women do. Like, we're the same type. It's like, that's how it goes. I would say some shit, but no, I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to dog my niggas out. Like, at the same time, I'm dogging them out, but I'm not going to be like that. Because that goes into, like, other shit about, like, greed and lust, and I don't want to get into that shit for this video. Because this video's already been, like, 22 minutes or some shit. And I'm like, what? This is a weird-ass video. But that's why I like Yusuke and Emma more. I mean, it's very simple, yet it gets into a much more complicated thing that I've personally seen as a guy. I mean, why do you women like Yusuke and Emma more? Is it because they're the same age, or around the same age? Because I personally, that's one thing I can't stand. Older dudes and younger women. Or older, I really don't have a problem with, like, when you're near the same age, like by, I'd say like a 2 or 3 year gap. But when that 2 or 3 years is between like 16 and 19, I'm like, no, come on, man. Come on, man. It's just that concept. It's like, no, I know why you're doing it, bro, and that ain't right. Stop taking advantage. I'm just saying. Fuck it. It's just because. It's like, I want them when they're young, and no, I don't want to get into that. I don't want to say the word, because if I do, I know immediately women are gonna get pissed off at me. So I'm not gonna say the word. All I'm gonna say is because they like you because you're young, but not like pedophile way. Some of them do, but that's like a rare few. But the other ones, they like you because you're a young body. Let's put it at that and leave that shit. Okay. Back on with this series. So when I was actually starting to feel for the 24-year-old, but when I got his age, I was like, oh shit, because I thought he was like 21 or maybe like 20 or some shit. No, it turns out this nigga's 24 and she's like 17. That's like a 7-year difference. I'm like, nah, bro, fuck out of here. Go somewhere else. Illegal, illegal. That's jailbait right there. No. Even though in Japan it technically isn't, it's still like no, no, no. I don't know if I'm making sense to you guys or not. Please comment down below whether if I'm making sense to you or not. All I'm gonna say though is that's why I much rather prefer Yusuke and Emma over all these other guys, because they're the same age, they're in the same type of class, and they're of like the same type of maturity level, like physically and somewhat mentally. I don't know though. This girl, she's like literally, like even up, because I've got a couple comments saying it was out of pity, but you got to think about it like this: after the first kiss, the bitch was she was ready to go. Shit, that's the only way I can say it. She was ready to go. And she closed her eyes and everything. She was taking it. She was like, let's do this. And then and she was all red faced and everything, and her mind was blown. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? But and then the dude was like, I don't like this fucking scarf. Like, what? No. It was just that's basic premise of why I don't like that shit. It's because of that bad impression that I've had by watching literally maybe 20 or 30 girls that I've personally met go after older dudes that are like literally worth shit. Like literally worth shit. Like you could go find some dog shit in the alley and you could trade it up for that nigga. Like literally, that's a trade up. That ain't a trade down, that's a trade the fuck up. Like, no. That's why, in a nutshell. That's my personal experience that I've had with that old young thing. It's like, try and stay within your level. Like, just try and stay within your level. Age wise and all other things considered. Because oh my god. I know I'm gonna get some hate for what I said about young girls being sluts. That was at my high school personally. And there weren't that many, but there were a few. Let's just put it like that. There were a few where I run out of fingers. So I'm gonna say, for my high school personally, there were a lot of sluts. You can't, but at the same time though, the concept of slut, it's a weird concept, because when I try and say it, I try to like distinguish it from the regular version of it, which is just like a girl that sleeps with. It's like if you're a guy and you sleep with 10 girls, you're a G. If you're a girl and you sleep with one guy, you're a slut. No. I don't consider that a slut. I consider that a mistake, or maybe he was the one, some shit like that. All I'm gonna say though, that these girls, they ran through mad niggas. They ran through mad niggas. That's why I call them a slut. Like literally, they ran through mad niggas. Like mad niggas. Like mad. Like they get like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like you three bedroom now. It's like what? That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know though, because when it gets into the whole sex thing, I personally don't like it. Because with a guy, it's your job, for some apparent reason, it's our job to fucking sleep with every woman we can. Like, sleep with as many as possible. And as a woman, it's your job to sleep with as little men as possible. And sometimes it's like switched around. It's weird. It's just weird. And I don't like that basic concept that we have of men and women. Of dude's job is to sleep with as many men as, as many women as possible. Occasionally many men. 'Cause if you go that way, you go that way. If you want to fly like a butterfly, you fly. You motherfucking you best fly. Don't hide that shit. It'll just cause you pain and anguish. And don't go through life with pain and anguish. Or if you're a girl, it's your job apparently to keep your innocence until you get married. It's all about the right person. But in teenage years, you're too naive. And so you think that this person is the right person. But in actuality, they're not. Or they couldn't be. Sometimes they are. And those are in those few cases. And every girl, in my opinion, wants one of those few cases where they'll meet their soulmate immediately. No, that shit don't really happen that much. That's a book. That's a fairy tale. In real world, you gotta find them. You're gonna go through a lot of niggas. Like, trust me, there are a lot of guys out there. Just like there are a lot of girls. When it comes to that whole like thing where when you're young, that young, you're not at the right mindset, either as a guy or a girl, to be going into sex and shit. No, don't give me one of that bullshit like, oh yeah, that's how you become. No, it isn't. You become a man through intellect. Trust me. Trust me. Don't matter how many women you bang, if you can't count to 10, it don't matter. It don't matter. Shit. It's a physical expression of whatever the fuck you want to call it. I wanted to say emotion, but you can't. If you call it emotion, then it's like iffy. Because if it is emotion, but it's a lot of times it's more physical than emotional. That's why there's, of course, making love and having sex. Those are actually two completely different things. Trust me, they're two completely different things. Sex is some shit you do after you just brought your drunk girl home or your drunk guy home or some shit like that. Love is when you find that person you're going to be the rest of your life with, and you're like 88, 20, or 30 years later, and you're still kicking it, rocking the boots, in the old ass, like skin flying everywhere type of fashion. That's what making love is. It may be gross, but at the same time, if they're still into it, then that is making love. That's how I distinguish it. And so when you're young and your mind is not completely developed, any single person that you can meet, you could immediately fall in love with them when you really, really, really have no idea what it is. That's mostly why I said fuck high school girls. No, not gonna fuck with this shit anymore. I actually want a mature woman. So fuck it. I'm going to college. See what the fuck happens there. I don't know though, cause college, all I can fucking picture is drunk chicks. Fuck you TV, that's what you did to me. And I don't want a drunk chick, I want a smart chick. I want a chick that's smart. But that's enough, that shit. Enough about me. Is that was a little personal, like, insider information right there, but fuck it. I don't know if you like the lighting now or not. I don't know, because usually what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to block out literally all the fucking light that comes out from the back with the light in the front. And this seems like it worked the best because I didn't have to fucking squint. So let me know what you think about the lighting, Joe. That being said, holy shit, how the fuck did this video end up so long? I don't know. Don't ask me why this shit happens. It just does. If you actually watch the entire video, I'll give you the maddest props ever. You fucking write in the comments you watched this entire fucking video. I'll fucking, we'll become best of friends. I'll fucking comment you, I'll inbox you all the fucking time. We can fucking have talks and shit. I don't care. Fuck it. Smithers are. Peace.